For as long as human civilization has existed, power has been concentrated in the hands of a small group of individuals. They've gone by many names throughout history: rulers, kings, advisors, financiers, magnates, and decision-makers. But today, many simply call them the elite. Their influence is rarely loud, rarely dramatic, and rarely visible. Instead, it moves quietly, through systems, networks, incentives, and structures that shape the world more than in any single election, headline, or public announcement ever could. This video explores how the elite maintain control, not through fiction, but through real, observable mechanisms that operate every single day. This is less about secret societies and more about the systems of power that define our world without most people ever noticing. Part 1. The origin of power. Power has never been evenly distributed. Since ancient times, a small group has always controlled the largest share of resources. In early human societies, this was done through physical strength. Later, it was done through land ownership. Today, it happens through something far more subtle: control of systems. Systems like economic frameworks, financial infrastructures, political influence channels, technological innovation, information flow, social narratives. These systems don't just influence the world, they shape the world we perceive, the choices we think we have, and the opportunities we believe exist. The elite don't need to control everything directly. They only need to control the levers that guide decisions. Part 2. How economic control works. Economic power is the foundation of elite influence. In the modern world, wealth isn't just money, it's access. Access to what? Capital, networks, data, markets, decision makers, infrastructure. Most people experience the economy from the ground level: wages, prices, rents, bills, debt. But the elite operate at the structural level, influencing. And whoever guides influence, guides outcomes. Part 3. The power of information. Today, information is more valuable than gold. It shapes opinions, beliefs, identity, and behavior. Whoever controls the flow of information controls how society thinks. The elite don't need to manipulate facts. They only need to shape what people notice, what people ignore, what becomes trending, what becomes irrelevant, what is celebrated, what is ridiculed. Information control isn't about censorship. It's about framing. The framing of ideas determines which thoughts become mainstream and which disappear. When you control the frame, you control the conversation. And when you control the conversation, you control the direction of society. Part 4. Political influence without being elected. Many people believe political power comes from holding office. But true power often comes from influencing those who hold office. This influence happens through lobbying, policy guidance, political funding, strategic partnerships, think tank research, advisory roles. The elite rarely need to sit in a political seat. They sit behind the seat where the long-term decisions are shaped. Politicians come and go. Systems of influence remain. The elite focus on the systems. Part 5. Networks of power. One of the greatest strengths of the elite is how tightly connected they are. They operate in networks built over decades, sometimes centuries. These networks include financial leaders, influential families, industry innovators, political strategists, academic intellectuals, media figures, global advisors. Most people operate individually. The elite operate collectively. Power doesn't come from one individual. It comes from the network surrounding the individual. This network is what allows the elite to anticipate global shifts, coordinate agendas, share information, influence outcomes, maintain stability, preserve their position. While the average person reacts to change, the elite prepare for it. Part 6. Control through technology. Technology has become the new frontier of power. Today, whoever controls digital infrastructure influences how billions of people behave. Think about digital communication, social platforms, search visibility, personal data, artificial intelligence, digital identity, online commerce. Technology shapes attention, and attention shapes behavior. The elite use technology not to control people's thoughts, but to control the environment in which people form their thoughts. This influence is silent, invisible, but incredibly powerful. Part 7. The subtle art of cultural influence. Direct control is crude. Cultural influence is elegant. Culture tells people what to aspire to, what to fear, what success looks like, what failure means. What values matter? What ideas are acceptable? When the elite influence culture, they don't need to force change. Culture does the work for them. People follow trends, but the elite create the conditions where trends begin. Music, movies, fashion, art, entertainment, all powerful tools for shaping how millions think without ever realizing it. Part 8. The illusion of choice. One of the most effective mechanisms of control is the illusion of freedom. People are given many options, but all options exist within a system designed by someone else. You can choose what to watch. You can choose what to buy. You can choose how to work. You can choose what to believe. But the frameworks surrounding those choices were created by powerful institutions long before you entered the system. The elite don't limit options, they design the menu. Part 9. Why the elite don't fear revolt. Many believe that if people simply united, they could overturn elite influence. But the elite understand something very important. Attention is fragmented. People are divided by ideology, culture, income, identity, values, geography. While society argues horizontally, the elite operate vertically. They don't waste energy on cultural conflict. They focus on structural power. This is why the elite rarely fear the public. The public is too divided to coordinate long-term systemic change. Part 10. How the elite preserve their position. Elite influence persists through 1. Maintaining economic dominance. The more wealth they control, the easier it becomes to shape decisions. 2. Building intergenerational networks. Influence is passed down, not lost. 3. Investing in information and technology. These tools create leverage. 4. Staying flexible and adaptive. They evolve faster than the systems around them. 5. Operating quietly. Visibility invites resistance. Subtlety encourages longevity. The elite focus on durability, not noise. Part 11. What this means for the average person. Understanding elite influence isn't about fear, it's about awareness. You can't change what you don't understand. By studying how power works, you become more aware of global patterns, less reactive to headlines, more strategic in your decisions, more capable of navigating complex systems, more empowered to create opportunities. Knowledge doesn't dismantle systems, but it does give you the ability to move within them intelligently. Part 12. Why this matters now more than ever. We live in an era where technology is accelerating, attention is fragmented, economies are shifting, narratives are competing, identities are reshaping, global power is reorganizing. In times like these, understanding how elite influence works becomes essential. The elite aren't villains. They're strategic players in a world where most people operate on instinct rather than intention. But when you understand the game, you are no longer a passive participant. You become an informed observer. And informed observers become powerful in their own right. Final message. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you think more deeply about how the world works, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future breakdowns like this. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful, eye-opening content for you. Stay curious, stay aware, and keep watching.